I'm just happy to be home, yes. It still feels like a dream.
For security
It still
reasons,
feels like it is a dream.
unattended will be removed and the
I thought it would take me a long time to be at the airport again. And only 2 questions, 1 phone call. Fun, guys. You guys are locked down. You can't even buy a beer. And when I'm able to travel, I do not take these things for granted. I am so fortunate. I am so happy. You don't understand how excited I am. My son, I haven't seen my son in over a month, guys. I have not seen my son in a month because I was stuck in America. I was locked down in America. But I hope this day Mr. Ramaphosa is going to open at least cheap beans, guys, at least so you can be able to buy drinks. Yes, pay stress, land lockdown. The airport is like a ghost town. It's so empty. I have never seen London Heathrow Airport so empty. JFK was just as empty. I am not complaining. I am just happy to be here. I'm just happy that I made it home. Oh, you do not understand how happy I am right now. At some point I thought this whole thing was just a dream. And it's not. Hello Sanibonani, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I pray that you guys are well and that you are locked down in a happy environment. And it's been hard. It's been hard for me. Lockdown has not been easy at all. The last couple of weeks I have found it really, really hard to cope. I just could not cope. I was so uncreative, and that's mostly because, as some of you may be aware, when lockdown started, I was in the US. 3 more hours to go, then we are home. Where are we now? We are in Maryland, right?
Yeah, Maryland.
Yeah. So I found myself being stuck in New Jersey. In the beginning, it was okay. It was fine. I was with my sister, and that's okay. It's just going to be a couple of weeks, and then everything's going to be back to normal. I'm always on the road, and I was supposed to be on the road at that time because when it happened, I was on the road with stand-up comedy. And I thought, okay, I'm used to being away from my family, being away from my son. He said, but for the love of comedy, we shall kubega, as long as we are making the world a better place, one joke at a time. But then this thing kept on being postponed, and it just started being emotionally draining for me. I just wanted to go home. I didn't want to be in the States anymore. By home, I mean I wanted to go to London, which is where my son is, not home in South Africa. And God and my ancestors being together and hearing my prayers, I was able to travel, guys, during lockdown. During lockdown, when nothing is moving, I was able to travel. I never ever thought that one day I could be the only person at the airport. Like literally just me, no one else. Well, except for the staff at the gate and hopefully the crew on the flight. But I'm so grateful. I'm grateful that I'm able to go home. I am so grateful. I am just happy that I am able to go home. Yeah, that's me. Everything's closed, like all the shops, everything. Just me at the airport. How ridiculous is that? But it's exciting, but it's scary. Like, the world has changed. I really keep thinking I have to run into someone. I'm gonna run into someone, and it's just no one. It's just me. I hope there'll be at least crew at the gate, but they can't promise me that they're gonna take me home and not take me home. I should be able to go even if I'm the only one. And I'm just so grateful that I was able to travel. I don't even know how to explain how it happened, but I was just so lucky. They were able to get me a flight on the same day, and I was able to come home. I still can't believe it. Even when I got home, I was still pinching myself. And when I was told I could fly on the same day, the first thing that I thought was, when I get to England, they're probably going to put me on a 14-day or 7-day quarantine. And that didn't happen, guys. I'm currently at home. I'm self-quarantining. It is not compulsory. It is not a requirement. All they gave me was these 2 papers with just a list of things that they recommend that I do, which is the same thing that everyone's recommended to do. Limit going outside, stop shaking hands, distance yourself at least 2 meters or 6 feet away from other people. Cover your mouth and nose with a tissue or sleeve when you are coughing or sneezing and discard of that tissue. Avoid touching eyes, nose and mouth without unwashed hands. Clean and disinfect frequently touched objects and surfaces. That's all. It's not like they said, you can't leave your house, or we're going to put you in this place and you're going to be quarantined. I'm just doing it because I've had, like, from TV, which I haven't been watching any of lately because I'm finding it so negative. I think if anything's going to make me sick, it's going to be watching TV because it's just so scary. The numbers are going up and I'm just so scared. And so, yeah, I'm just staying at home. I'm going to stay at home as much as I can possibly stay at home. I'm hoping I'll be able to stay for the whole 14 days. And I don't think I'll need to leave because I've got people who can go to the shops and do things. I've been in the same room. I've locked myself in the room, which is nice because I don't have to make any cleaning or any cooking. So they bring me everything that I need. And that's just me just being cautious, really. It's not like it's a requirement. Haven't had any visitors. I do not need to have any visitors. I don't think it would be wise to have visitors, whether I would have traveled or not. I haven't even needed to go and order groceries because there are people who already live in the house. So there is enough food, and if I need or should I need anything, I can always ask them to go to the shops for me. And nobody really enjoys going to the shops because I think the only shops that are open here in England is pharmacies and supermarkets. And apparently you have to queue outside before you even get inside. And so nobody's even enjoying going shopping anymore. You only go if it's really necessary, if you really need to go. And my family back home is doing well. And I have been feeling so uncreative. Well, I was mentally, I was creative because I was thinking of ideas, thinking of things I should shoot. But at the start of this whole thing, I was just so creative. I was doing a lot of videos on Instagram. I was catching up with my friends. But as the weeks went by, I started just withdrawing. I didn't want to speak to a lot of people. I didn't feel like shooting anything. As much as I had ideas, I was writing ideas down, but it was just not the same. I just didn't feel like getting a camera and shooting. Even when I was traveling, I could have vlogged, but I just felt like, no, this is not something I want to vlog. And I know so many people are stuck in other places, and I'm just so grateful that I was able to travel. But I was just not in the mood to do much. But I'm just so happy that I am now home. And I wish everyone a very safe lockdown. I hope you are all locked down with people who are good to you, not with abusers. And I hope the police in your areas are doing their job, because some police have been breaking the law. But that's a story for another video. And I'm just happy, guys. I'm back. And I'm hoping to release new videos and start doing new content, especially as a stand-up comedian. Like, all my jobs for the year have been cancelled. And you guys know, as stand-up comics, in January, we do not work. Feb, we start here and there around Valentine's Day, but it's not big jobs. And then we start going on tours and we start doing our main shows from March. And when this thing started, I was doing one of my main tours. So I've lost a lot of money. I have lost a lot of money. And when I lose money in stand-up comedy, I lose money in my other works, because as a producer, I usually use a lot of the money from my stand-up comedy and my tours to fund what I shoot, like the skits I shoot for YouTube, to fund things like Judge Thenjiwe Kambule, and many other projects that I was working on. But I have opened a GoFundMe page, and I would really like your help if you could donate anything. It's not for me to buy food. I still have food. It's not for me to pay my bills. I still can afford my bills. But for now, it's just so that I can be able to still continue doing the movies that I'm planning to do after the lockdown, continue producing content. And as a producer, I employ people. So it's not just about me. I want to still be able to create jobs and be able to pay them. And the only way I can pay them is if we continue working. Yeah, and thank you to everyone who has donated. I'm really, really grateful. And I'm just so happy, and I'm really, really grateful. And please, guys, let me know what kind of content you would like to see, what type of content you want to see. I'm going to be doing some live videos, because I haven't really gone live on YouTube. So I'm going to be doing some live videos. I'm going to be doing some with some of my friends. I know you guys requested Celeste. I did one with Dawn, but I did it on Instagram. And then when I put it on YouTube, the video doesn't look that nice. So I'm not sure if I should do another one with Dawn, but obviously different content. And then I'm going to do one with Celeste. I'm going to do one. I've got a few friends I'm going to do it with. I'm thinking of doing content with all my friends who are locked up in different countries, and just talk to them and see what they are going through and what different countries are going through and what different stages they are in. And I would really appreciate it if you guys can recommend what kind of stuff you want to see. I'm going to be doing more skits. A lot of them are just going to be me by myself because of social distancing. I can't shoot with anyone. So yeah, I'm looking forward to being back on YouTube and to be creating more content. Please, guys, be careful. Do everything that we are being told to do. Wash your hands. I know that some people are just breaking every rule. Like, it's crazy. It's really crazy when you see how other people are behaving. And I'm asking you guys to please be careful, not just for yourselves, but for your families and for the whole country, for the whole world at large. And also, let us start using this time to think about the future, because the new normal is not going to be like the old normal. Like the future that I was planning, had everything, all the plans have to change. All the shows are cancelled. Everything is cancelled. People are having to cancel their weddings. Imagine having to cancel a wedding. There are even limits to how many people can attend funerals. And some people survive by attending funerals. That's the only social activity that they do in their lives. Attend funerals, get free food, and that's what they do. And now they're stuck at home every weekend. It's hard. Everyone is suffering one way or another. And right now, it's not even about how much money you have. It's not about how much money you have. Obviously, if you have money, you have an advantage because you're likely to have a bigger house with a bigger garden, and you are likely to not be sharing bedrooms, and your children will have their own space. But imagine that person who's living in that one bedroom, one tin room, and they have to share and they have to be together the whole day. And the same space is also the bathroom, the kitchen, the everything. We just have to be grateful for everything that we have. We have to be grateful for life, and let us use this time to give love to our loved ones, and also to just start thinking what we're going to do afterwards. Everything is going to change, and I pray that none of you guys lose your jobs and none of you get too affected by this. I mean, by that I mean not financially affected, and not you don't get sick. I wish you guys all the best. Please do not forget to wash your hands, sanitize, and some of you need to drink the sanitizer for those hearts of yours that need to be cleaned. And help the people you can help if you can help them. But always remember that charity begins at home. I love you guys, and I'm just happy to be back creating content. And I'm gonna try my best to create more, and do not forget to let me know what type of content you want to see on this channel. And I'm also finding a lot of stuff, like I'm finding a lot of my stand-up comedy shows that I've recorded, so I'm going to be editing that, and I'm going to be putting a lot of that on the channel. And I love you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support. And if you have not subscribed, please do subscribe. I know a lot of South Africans are scared of subscribing on YouTube because you guys think that there's a catch. They're gonna want us to pay. It is free to subscribe. Please do subscribe. I'm trying to get to 100,000K and I need your help. Thank you so much, guys. See you on the next video. Love you. Bye.
Idlozi lami lalu-supervisor, guys. Lenza umlingo. Made the things that made the pot to be done. Ukuba kuthiwa ngisekhaya e-South Africa bengizohlaba iqhude elimhlophe. Isikhukhukazi, I think isikhukhukazi esinenhlanhla.